maybe you can give the introduction in English.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, hi, Astrid and Erik here from Erik Spiritual School, and today we make a podcast about some questions we have, and people ask us about the mediumship. And today, I start with the first question. I've heard recently that mediumship is not a reading a photo or a ring or some jewelry from a deceased one. How can you explain that as a teacher?
First, thank you so much, but for now I know it's deceased and not deceased.
Deceased?
For a person who passed away, I start English not...
Do I say that?
You say no, I say deceased, but it's deceased.
Deceased loved ones.
I always was wondering because it's a C, and is it like key or C? So thank you so much. We make fun also on the videos, but you're completely correct. Working with a subject or a picture has nothing to do with mediumship. It's like psychic working, and the energy is in the picture or it's in the subject. So when you touch, nobody sees it, but you have your phone in your hand. And when you give me your phone, you can hold your phone, but when you give me your phone, I can touch your phone and I can read stuff about you because it's a thing that you touch a lot. You also have a necklace. You can keep the necklace, but if I touch the necklace, it has energy of you. When I'm going to work with this energy, then I get information of this. But I can imagine that you now think from, but I have a necklace from a, not deceased, but a deceased person. Then this necklace has also the energy of this person who passed away. So this is actually the same way, because then I can tell a lot about the person that does not has to be in the room, and the energy is over there.
So you do not read the energy from the deceased person with an object from his or her.
You read the energy, but you don't read the soul, and that's a different thing, because when you work in mediumship, then you really make the connection with the soul from the person who passed away. So if I just touch the necklace, maybe the necklace from your grandfather, if your grandfather has passed away, I work with this and I can say from he did this kind of job, or maybe where he lived, or maybe something else, maybe how he passed away. In this way, I can get all this evidence. But I can also work with nothing, and if I work with nothing, then the soul is going to stand behind me. So the soul from this the same grandfather, he is going to stand behind me, and when he's going to stand behind me, he can give me information. And both ways are interesting, but I find it very if I can choose for myself, ask the question to you. If you have this information that I explain right now, what do you like more? Do you like that I'm going to read a subject, what can tell you a lot about your grandfather, or do you like that your grandfather is really here and I can speak with information?
Yeah, speak through him maybe, or all kinds of things. Well, I prefer to leave the objects out. But it's some common thing. I see that very often that people have to bring something from their beloved loved ones, and there is a lot of discussion about what's the work of the medium with that. So a medium is somebody who reads deceased people, who gives readings, who gives the facts and the evidence, as you told. And if you are having a necklace or a belonging from somebody, then you read the energy from that subject. So it's also and other people who has touched that object. Maybe with the necklace you can feel the energy of the one who's made the necklace, or the one who's repaired it when it has to go to the repair shop 10 years ago, maybe for an example. So in that case, I think when I am visiting you and ask you to give me a reading from a deceased loved one, I want to do that without the subjects. But it can be, how do they say, a privileged thing to do, an extra thing for.
Yes, of
your
course,
client.
and it's also very interesting that this subject has a lot of energy,
Yes.
with where you
Soul
can
energy.
where you can read evidence from. I heard the other question in your answer
Yeah.
because
You're right.
because
What's the medium work?
yeah, and something else what's very important, I think, because you say from, hey, there can be more energy in a subject, and of course this is true. But I don't know why this is the way, but I know that when you work with the subject, then the energy will always be of the last person who touch it, or from someone from the deceased.
Yeah. And it's not
it's not the guy who
person
made it.
who
Yeah. Maybe if you work, like 24 hours or 3 weeks with the same subject, then you will notice more and more. But the strongest things you will see are the last two things.
I didn't know that.
But what I find really what irritates me a bit is if you only work with subjects. And you think that you're gonna give a message from the person who passed away, then you could be wrong, because you can give all this evidence without someone from the spiritual world, with you at all. But I have hope, because I've seen that the spirit world will interfere, and it's really funny to see sometimes, because sometimes when a person who's reading a picture or a subject, he start to focus like this from, oh, I feel this energy, and I feel from, oh, he has a house. This house has white walls set outside, and the doors are cream. Now, very good. But what I find interesting, that sometimes these people are moved with their body to their back more and more. So the subject moves away from them.
Of them and
and they don't know. They don't know they do this. So they almost they stand up, but they almost stand like this, and the subject is almost over there, just when they're standing up. And then I know from, okay, now there is definitely a soul behind him who speaks through them.
Yeah.
But
so
some
that's
people,
another kind of energy who has to be translated at that point. It's another energy, another vibration, as you wish.
I don't know if I want to call it an energy, but of course everything is energy. But when you read the subject or you read a picture, you also can say there's only energy. And when you make the connection behind, so when you make the connection to the deceased who is behind you, who just feels like a person standing behind you, then you know that there is another soul around. So this is really the person who had lived his life on earth.
So the object is one, maybe in words, the person as itself, an object as itself, and spirit behind you
is the person. The person is the person,
yes.
And the subject is actually only the subject. So when you work only with the subject and you don't work with the spiritual world, and I know that they can interfere, so and I will explain later. There can also be an there can also you can start with a subject or a picture if you need more energy to build the energy up. It's you can choose for this, but I don't really like this for myself. But if you have just a subject from your grandfather again, and you study it for a year, maybe you can write a complete book as a medium. When you give me the subject, maybe I can write a book about your grandfather, because I can go every day. It takes too much time, so I will not do it. But if I do this for a year, maybe I can write a book of it.
Right.
But then you have this book of your grandfather, with this really an interesting book with maybe a lot of evidence that you know from him. but it's just a book about him. It's still not the same as when I make the connection with your grandfather. Your grandfather is really over here. And when I go to the message, very, very many times the person who received the message can also feel the grandfather. So what you want to feel?
Yes.
Do you want to feel the grandfather from the subject, or you really so do you want to have a nice book of
Feel
your
the real
grandfather,
love.
or you want to find the real
Yeah.
love of the person, or the jokes, because they like jokes also very much. So, and I think this is very good to know. But also, like I said, I want to add something to it. When you are working with the picture or just with the subject, your energy will grow and grow and grow, and because the energy will grow, your power can also be being bigger. And when the power is bigger, it will be more easy to go to the deceased afterwards. So it's, I cannot say it's wrong, but it's wrong when you work only with this. I think sometimes people think they work with the deceased, but they only work with the with the subject or with the picture.
Exactly.
And
that's the difference in energy you mentioned.
yeah, and there's also a problem that they don't know this. They don't know that they really think that they make the connection
Yes.
through the spiritual world, and they so I think this is very important for you to know that if you want to check out if a medium works good, and if the medium is the way that we like to work, then the medium has to work with no subject or with no picture, and you can bring it, but they also must be able to work without it. You know what I find really funny? And maybe you have something else with the question, or
No,
maybe we
tell
can
me.
go to the next. But sometimes when I work on a place where a lot of spiritual people work, I don't know the English word. I just gonna say like a spiritual market, and then people can come for short readings, and then they want to give me the envelope. Is the correct word?
Yeah, an envelope. Yeah.
The envelope want to give me with the picture in it. Say, oh, I don't want it. Then I give the reading, and I remember one time that the person was so happy, and then, oh, you did it so well. Please, can I show this picture to you? Because you talked about this picture.
Oh.
Our buildings falls apart.
The
No,
windows
we
collapsing.
will be okay. It's just a small plastic thing. But and this is so interesting for this person, because they say from, oh, he worked completely without a picture. He doesn't even know if this person is the one who is coming through. And then the picture is also for me very nice to see, because then it's not about the reading anymore. Then it's just that they want to show me how happy they are that the person they love so much was there, and they are proud of this person, and because they are proud, they want to show the picture. And then is the story of the book. Like I said, the subject is the book.
Yeah.
That is the correct time for this.
And that makes the next question: how does that work? Because most of the time, and I know that as a medium as well, that the person on the photo is never like 100% of the person you have translated. Because sometimes you are clairvoyant as well. So you do not see the same person at your photo in this case of. Yeah, for example.
It can also bring you completely in the wrong way, because when I see a picture, I don't want to get an opinion, but I immediately get an opinion about this person.
Yeah.
Because you see, and it does.
Your psychic abilities.
And it doesn't have to be a bad opinion, but I always explain this to the students, like from sometimes a person, sometimes a person could think, oh, this man is bald, and because he is bald, he is rich. it's a completely ridiculous thought,
Or
but
just like children do it. It has a white, so it has to be a doctor. Or
yeah,
it has a beard and stripes on his suit. Then it has to be
a wizard.
a thief or something.
Oh,
with the
with
stripes.
her big beard, it's
Yeah.
a wizard, and else it's gonna be a thief, maybe.
Yeah.
But
And black painted hair is.
I like to explain mediumship very easy. So I hope maybe there's not even a person who thinks every bald man is very rich, but it could be. It could be that one person thinks this. But when you think this, then the spiritual world knows this, and when you make a connection with the deceased, then the person who are if this person is really rich, they definitely will show you a bald man. Because they know this is your reference.
Oh,
It's a strange
mine's
reference.
different.
I
get it.
Yeah, but it's you know what's really interesting is about entrepreneurs in from the Netherlands is that one of the best entrepreneurs that I know, they don't know me probably, but that I know because I learned something from the work. One has been called an hippie entrepreneur. So if you want to find out who it is, then you can check out the Dutch hippie entrepreneur. I think you find him, but I hope he doesn't matter. I talk to him about it, but we'll see. But I think he is one of the best of all, and maybe even one of the richest. But he dressed. Yeah, I already said it. He dressed like a hippie. He doesn't wear shoes when he is on stage. He just walks on.
And you have long hair and round glasses.
Kind
of image.
Actually, how you say it? A child thinks it's a thief. It's maybe.
The stripes, the stripe
No,
bars.
not the stripes, of course, but just a little beard and.
But for children, the thief has
the
the
thief
bars
has
on
stripes.
and a little beard. How do they call? 2 days not shaving beard.
Yeah. This this beard is.
I don't know if that's the right or English. But
this beard of this man is a little bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. But what's interesting that I cannot imagine a person who thinks a rich person will look like a hippie without shoes.
No, I know what you mean.
But it is the truth. And if you can explain this person who is very much alive, and I hope he will be very happy and lives a long time. But if you going to read this person, so let us explain it just like you read a living person. But when you're reading this person, maybe because you give someone of you don't know that it's about this person. And you want to talk about how much money this person has and how good he is in business, then the spirit world will not show you an hippie without shoes, because you won't believe it anymore.
If they want to share a dentist with you, then it's not the hippie kind of one you get. No. Right.
Let's make it even more funnier, because now I think of a dentist.
Where's the butcher from the last name?
No, who misses free teeth.
Oh yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
That's so like. I'm going to the dentist and he has really bad teeth. The dentist, and it could be possible. I never had a dentist like this, but.
Those are really two worlds. That's what you're.
There are two worlds, and they want to make it. They want to show you it in your reference, in the way you know it, and this is why they won't show the person exactly how he is on the picture. But sometimes, like when I see you, Astrid, when I see you, and I want to give you a reading from. I never met your children, and I know I never met your husband, but I know you have children, and I know you are married. But when I give you a reading, and I kind of change your life a bit, but you can keep the same life, of course.
Thank you.
But maybe you have a relationship with a black man, and you have a boy who is really dark because you have a relationship with a black man. When I see your picture, I probably won't believe this. because my mind will make the things easy, and the thing from, oh, it's a white woman, so she probably has a white man, and it's 2025, so you can have a man in any color that exists. But
26.
Not 26. I'm always think that I'm a year younger before we started this video than I am. So I think I'm still living in 2025, but it's 26. I've deja vu, I guess.
Yeah, but they do something that we recognize.
They do something that we recognize.
That we expected. They share something what we know of, and so that we can translate, because that's what a medium does. Translate the energy as pure and as pure as possible, as neutral always, because we as human being have.
And when you see a picture, I don't even have to make you as example, but when you see a picture of a white woman, then it's your mind immediately thinks that children are also white, and in 26, it's not have to be this way.
No, that's
I'm also not with a white woman. She is not black, but she is definitely not white. And when you see me, you don't know my girlfriend. It's you think you probably think she is also white if you never met.
Yeah, but it's really they don't show a dentist when the person you see in spirit misses 3 teeth. So that's a good example.
Yes, way better example. Even better than the hippie with a lot of money. I even hope for him that he has a lot of money. I only know he's good in business. I don't know if he has money.
You don't know it either. You cannot see anyone in the wallet.
I know.
Say in Dutch.
I don't know how much
that's
he.
That's not a good thing in English.
I don't know how much he expends, but I know he's good in business. That's what I know for sure. I think we're around, or do you have still a question with it?
No, it's maybe a little sideway, because when you are going to someone and they said bring an object or a photo or someone from your deceased loved one, then you are not going to a medium and to a paragnost. How does that English word?
I don't know.
That's the,
I can explain.
This is a pop-up question, so I.
No, I can explain. A medium is always. It's interesting because in English, the most people think that a psychic is also a medium, but this is not the same thing. Because a psychic reads energy, and when you're reading energy, you just read things that are alive.
That's the right word.
But when you are work as a medium, then you have to be able to make the connection to people who passed away. But I think I may be a bit of a rebel in this way, but I think that anyone, if they work hard enough for it, can be a medium if they want. I don't believe. A lot of people think mediums are born. I don't believe this. I think mediums can have talent.
Psychic is the right translation.
But a lot of people think that psychic also make the connection with the spirit world. But the psychic can also only work with
rich energy.
Yeah, and a medium has to do both. A medium has to be able to read subjects or persons, but definitely able to make the connection to the people who passed away.
All right. And that's also the thing they do with card readings, and that's also the psychic ability. Reading flowers and.
But just in the way like we told in this video, in this podcast video, because if we going a bit back in the video, the spirit world can interfere. And I can also make you can speak to the spirit world. So if you like to work with the people from the deceased with spiritual cards, you can also choose a card and immediately take the connection behind you. Sometimes we practice this also in the persons who I teach myself. But it's good that you asked this question, because I have not explained yet why I have some problems with this. Why I personal, it's not wrong, but why I personal have problems with this, how much other things you let interfere with it, so not the spirit world this time, but how many more things you let interfere with it, your ego and your own mind will will be more difficult to get to the spirit world, because like I already said, from we talked about the dentist with no teeth, and if I'm just working with the spirit world, then they show me probably a very good dentist. But if I see this dentist, if I see a picture of a dentist who misses 3 teeth, then then it does something with my mind. So I cannot tell something else. When the spirit world maybe want me to talk about his work, but I have already a different opinion because I see a dentist with really bad teeth, and this is not logic.
And maybe your client was a client with a dentist also, and the dentist came to say sorry that he made a little mistake with the client's teeth, maybe.
It can also be possible.
That can also be possible, but
and it can
when
also
you are not open enough, or
it can also just be his work. So you can also, and this happens a lot for mediums. It's very good example when you see someone walking to the dentist, and then you think it's about the person who is going to the dentist. But sometimes you see 2 persons in a reading, and then it's about the dentist, but you're at the wrong person. So maybe someone had an accident or had lived too bad, and therefore
it's not the dentist themselves,
but something the dentist had to repair. And then you're just as a medium maybe on the wrong person. And definitely if you see if you have evidence in a way of this before, and with spiritual cards, it will also be the same, because then you have something. It's nice that you have something with what you can work, but still your mind will interfere with.
Yes, because you have to translate also the information given from the object.
Yes.
And not from the energy itself. That's what you're saying. So you have to translate the object as well. Yeah. So you do more. You do both. As a psychic, and as a medium, you do more about to be.
You do more, but what I find more important is that your mind will do more also, because you see you see
colors, or
you see things, and you have an opinion about everything that you see. Like spiritual cards are a very good example also, because maybe you don't like the color red. That could be possible, and then you see red, and then you think, oh, I need to tell some bad things. But if there is a lot of red on this card, it can also be that this person has a lot of confidence, or he is a very good entrepreneur. This could be red also, and these are not bad things.
No.
So.
No, that's a good thing to mention also. Yeah. Well,
if you have any questions, I will put it in the link under the video. And you can mail your questions to Astrid, of mail. There will be a link from her website. You need to use Google Translate if you want to. What's her website, I guess?
No, it's very English.
It's very English? Okay.
Spirit and healing.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you
mentioned.
No,
I mean the lyric on the website, not...
Spirit and healing / Eric.
Yeah, / Eric. This will be the most English words
but
you see.
Said it in the comments.
I will put it in the comments. You can also mail me if you like a personal question, or maybe you like to interview me yourself. You can also give me an email, and I will put links under it for things that maybe could be interesting for you. And I wish you a very happy day.
Thank you.